temperature 67. The wind was east at 2 knots. Stingray Point buoy, air temperature was 67. The wind was west at 4 knots. Rappahannock Light, winds were west, 4 knots. Yorktown Coast Guard Station, air temperature was 71. Water temperature 66. The wind was west at 10 knots. Crypto Peak, water temperature 64. The wind was northwest at 2 knots. Dominion Terminal Newport News, air temperature was 70. The wind was northwest at 4 knots. Jamestown buoy, air temperature was 70. The wind was northwest at 8 knots. South Craney Island, air temperature was 73. The wind was west at 10 knots. Cape Henry, air temperature was 69. The wind was northwest at 6 knots. Brandywine Shoal Lake, Delaware, winds were north, 3 knots. Air temperature 64. Fenwick Island buoy, air temperature was 60. Wave height 3 feet. Wave varied 11. The wind was north at 6 knots. Buoy 64 nautical miles east of Virginia Beach, air temperature was 61. Wave height 3 feet. Wave varied 6. The wind was southwest at 6 knots. Wallops Island buoy, water temperature 60. Wave height 3 feet. Wave varied 11. Buoy just east of Cape Henry. Water temperature 65. Wave height 3. Wave varied 11. Swell varied 11. Duck Cove Pier, air temperature was 72. The wind was west at 11 knots. Diamond Shoals buoy, winds were southwest, 8 knots. Water temperature 63. Wave height 4. Wave varied 6. Marine forecast, Chesapeake Bay from Smith Point to Windmill Point, Virginia. Rest of today, southwest winds 5 knots, becoming south 5 to 10 knots late. Waves 1 foot. A slight chance of thunderstorms. Tonight, southeast winds 5 to 10 knots, becoming south after midnight. Waves 1 foot. Wednesday, southwest winds 5 to 10 knots. Waves 1 foot. A chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Wednesday night, southwest winds 5 to 10 knots. Waves 1 foot. A chance of showers and thunderstorms. Thursday, southwest winds 5 to 10 knots. Waves 1 foot, then around 2 feet in the afternoon. A chance of showers in the morning, then showers likely with a chance of thunderstorms in the afternoon. Thursday night, west winds 10 to 15 knots. Waves around 2 feet. A chance of thunderstorms in the evening. A chance of showers. Friday, west winds 10 knots. Waves around 2 feet. A chance of showers in the afternoon. Friday night, northwest winds 10 to 15 knots. Waves around 2 feet. A chance of showers. Saturday, northwest winds 10 to 15 knots, becoming west 5 to 10 knots in the afternoon. Waves around 2 feet. Saturday night, south winds 5 to 10 knots. Waves 1 foot, then around 2 feet after midnight. Winds and waves higher and near thunderstorms. Marine forecast, Chesapeake Bay from Windmill Point to New Point Comfort, Virginia. Rest of today, west winds 5 knots, becoming northeast this afternoon. Waves 1 foot. A chance of showers and thunderstorms this afternoon.
Good day, everyone. Good to see you all here. Let's go ahead and start with this. My phone decided it doesn't want to go sideways today, so there's not a lot I could do about it. I just have to figure it out, I guess. Just ran out of time to figure it out today. While we'll wait for a few more people to pop in, let's see. We're going to go ahead and we're going to set up the chat and see who's popping in here. Where are we at here? YouTube. And let's see. If you guys haven't posted in the chat, do me a favor, check in, say good morning. If you haven't hit that thumbs up button, do me a favor. If you could hit that, that would be super duper. Draw a few more people in here. Let's see here. And there's the live chat. And we're going to go ahead and minimize that sound so I can just see the chat. I just want to see the chat. All right. I can't make it bigger, can I? I cannot. Swipe up for next video. I don't want to do that. All right. So it looks like Doggo Ball Productions first. Jordan, good. Number 2. And Bob Pita, you are the third. We got Josh in the house. We got West Virginia Pappies over here. And like I said, if you have not checked in, please do so. If you say hi, I'll say hi back. It's really that simple. Not a lot going on in the news today. And it's kind of weird because, well, it's not, I'm saying that wrong. I'm not saying there's not a lot in the news today. What I'm saying is that there's this quiet lull before the storm. If you are a Patreon, you know I spoke about this briefly this morning. There's this very quiet lull where it's like, why aren't they talking about all these different subjects that actually mean something? And let's face it, it's always going to be Orange Man bad. There's no way around that. But it really should be more like news focused, things that actually matter to us. Okay, so since we're going to, let's go ahead and jump right into it. We'll do the quick stuff first. Looks like Jim Jordan is going to open a probe into Jack Smith's admission of evidence tampering by the FBI in classified documents. You guys didn't know this. Old Jack Smith has got himself in a little bit of trouble. He's been pretending that he is God, the legal God of the world, for a little too long, and now it's coming back to bite him in the ass. So, House Judiciary Committee Chairman Jim Jordan has launched an investigation into Special Counsel Jack Smith after he admitted that some of the evidence in President Trump's classified document case were not really evidence. Interesting. It's some interesting stuff. Let's see here. President Trump says he will be willing to go to jail to fight for our constitutional right to free speech. So yesterday he made this. The judge in his case basically said, if you do it again, I'm putting you in jail. And yeah. So now the judge has kind of got himself into a little bit of a quandary because if he puts a former president of the United States in jail, all bids are off. You can say, I told you so. Maybe you'll put him in a little holding cell for a couple hours and let him out and then say that he was jailed for a specific period of time, but he has somehow repented. I don't think that will work because, it's freaking Trump. Let's see here. Republicans to hold Merrick Garland in contempt of Congress for refusing to hand over audio of Biden, her interview. If you guys didn't know this, so Merrick has decided he's not going to hand over the tapes where they interviewed the sitting president, and where he like, are you sure I'm president? And was doing stuff like that. They don't want to give it up because they know that it's going to make him look like a douche, and it'll get released. It'll get released. So yeah, it's not in the best interest of the people who wear blue ties for that to happen. So thus, Merrick Garland is going to get charged with contempt of court, and he may actually find himself in. Well, I don't know. The left has been pretty good at not impeaching their own people. So. Well, let's see here. Biden regime changes rule will give taxpayer-funded Obamacare to illegal aliens. Isn't that special, guys? If that pisses you off, do me a favor, put a 1 in the chat. If you don't care, put a 2 in the chat. But I'm probably going to see a lot of 1s. Amid the debate over Obamacare in 2010, when President Barack Obama made his solemn promise to the American people that illegal aliens would never have access to health care proposal. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah. He wants to give Obamacare to illegal aliens. And if you are not typing in the chat, then that means that you are slacking. Yeah, I know some of you are like listening at work, or you're cleaning up your kids or something like that. But come on, let's get. I've been away for a while, but I'm back. So get your trash in one bag. Put out. All right, let's see here. Google removes a pro-Trump ad, reinstates it following public outrage. Google faced severe backlash over the weekend for banning a pro-Trump advertisement, highlighting the huge increase of the cost of living under Joe Biden. Oh no, oh, not that, the truth. Oh, say it isn't so. All right, and the last of the dumb news, President Trump calls for scumbag Jack Smith to be arrested for lying to the court regarding classified documents taken from Mar-a-Lago. And this is another article that reaches right back to the first thing that we talked about. Now that you're all sufficiently pissed off, let's go ahead and take a look at the actual, like some real stories, some things with a little bit of meat on them, you know, that we can actually talk about. Also, let's see. No, I think we're good. Oh, the coffee just stopped doing stuff. And my coffee lid is now leaking all over me. What in the hell is going on? It must be that damn seal again. Where is the seal? The seal is gone. I guess I'm sipping coffee. I don't know what just happened. Anyway, so let's go ahead and continue on here. Actually, I have to see. Anyone else think it's weird that there's been a lot of ads about the election and I've not seen any signs in yards? Yeah, they're not there yet. They're not there yet, Dog and Ball. You know, the Trumpsters don't want to put it in the yards because they don't want people in their yards, and the blue people, they're not going to do it until they have a massive push. Also, hey, what's name? Good to see you, Kentucky Goatman. Good to see you. Also, we have to realize that this is going to be another election where Joe is in the basement. We have to realize it. It's that easy. He says he'll debate, but you know his staff walked that right back, and that's what's going to happen. He's going to go through this election from the basement. So unfortunately, that's what's going to happen if we allow him to do it. If we allow them to do it. Okay, so the first thing we're going to talk about is they're calling it a shell game. Basically, hey, Grumpy Acres, good to see you again. Where are we at here? What's he saying there? Hiding Joe for the win. Again? Hiding Biden. Gotcha. All right, so there's a shell game that's going on in the economy right now, and a lot of people, they are absolutely, the news is not transmitting this information. And no, I don't have a special source. I just read reputable sites that are actually transmitting this, and that it's not actually getting up to the mainstream media. So, Window Liquor, good to see you, bro. Hi. All right, so they're calling it a shell game. So according to new data from the U.S. government, J.P. Morgan Chase, Bank of America, and Citibank are keeping trillions of dollars in unknown and potentially risky assets off of their balance sheets. Now, if you guys don't know what this means, they're hiding money. They're hiding money. They know the money came in and they know the money went out, but they don't know where the money went. So that means that they're keeping stuff off of their balance sheet, and their balance sheet is indicative of something that a stockholder could look at, and it is also reportable. What that money is they're doing with that money is reportable to the federal government. So Wall Street Parade first reported the new numbers, which were compiled by the Federal Financial Institutions Examination Council, the FFIEC, showing J.P. Morgan Chase holds $3.227 trillion off balance sheet. Bank of America holds $1.6 trillion off balance sheet, and Citibank holds $2.6 trillion off balance sheet. Combined, J.P. Morgan Chase, Bank of America, and Citibank are holding $7.4 trillion off of their balance sheet. They're calling this a potentially dangerous cocktail of unknown assets. Now, how does it affect us? Right now, it does not affect us at all. What it does tell us is that they do not trust their own banking system. They do not trust the economy. They do not trust the World Economic Forum. They do not trust the European Union and its banking system. So they're taking their money and they're putting it underneath the proverbial mattress. And that's what's happening when they talk about off-balance sheets. Now, could this be, and I tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and do me a favor, put a number 2 in the chat if you think that what I'm about to say is plausible. What do you think about the idea that they're holding their money off their balance sheets in a preemptive move to have cash available when the government goes to CBDC? Ooh. Is that plausible? Is that something you think that they could do? There's the thought process there, because there's literally no reason to hold trillions of dollars off your balance sheet. Because here's the thing. When they hold that money off their balance sheet, they can't make any interest on it. It's technically not in the bank system. So Josh says, too, there will be a run. That is a possibility. But remember that the banks make the run before the peoples do. That's why the people have such a problem with bank runs. So yes, this is very plausible. It's something that could very well happen. We just need to keep an eye on the things that are going on, and we have to remember that we don't really have any control over these people, because if they can take trillions of dollars and stuff them off their balance sheets, then yeah, there's an issue. There's an issue. Okay, while I transition to the next one, guys, do me a favor. What are you guys having for supper tonight? Tonight I'm making Local Prepper's world famous prepper chili. In that right there. Oh yeah, already got it fired up. It's been going on for an hour already. I'm going to cook it for about 5 hours on high, and then turn it down to low. Yeah, we're going to add a few of these things, add a few of those things. By the end of the day, good. Hopefully I have enough to at least jar 1 can of it, because we do have a tendency to eat it. And right now I'm only making, because I still have a buttload in the freezer already. We're already basically the freezer's full, so I can't really store a lot of it. Window Liquor says he's having frog legs. I don't believe you. Dogamo says, I made chili on Sunday. We're having leftovers tonight. Yeah, dude. Day old chili. Oh my God. It's so delicious. It's like the flavors just totally infuse. Gumpy Anchor says, Yoda, if you guys didn't know that, that's his wife. That's his beautiful bride. Yoda is making lamb capicola from a lamb I butchered Saturday. I like it. Josh says he's having fajitas with the Marine Corps League. I like it. Nothing. You gotta love that. You gotta love that frickin' free chow hall food, right? Now you probably gotta give them like $12, but I understand. I don't know how the Marine Corps League works. Once I got out of the military, I was just like, no. All right, for those of you that actually I'm having Miller Lite for dinner. I believe that, Window Liquor. It's just liquid bread, right? Let's see. What's in my pocket? I got a receipt or something in my pocket. Oh, that's a $100 bill. No, it's a receipt, really. It was from the store. I had to go get something this morning. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to these phones are making way too much noise. Let's go ahead and move on to the next subject. This one's titled Election Shift. Dems urge Biden on border. Chucky Goatman says, I don't know what's for supper tonight yet, but I made a week's supply of breakfast casserole last night. Nice. I like it. All right, so Dems urge Biden on border. In a notable political shift, several House Democrats seeking re-election have urged President Biden to address the southern border crisis by bringing order, quote fingers activated, to the situation, which basically, it's out of control. This change in stance comes amidst growing pressure from constituents and political opponents who have criticized the Democrats' previous position on the issue. The move has sparked skepticism and debate. Debate. That means they're talking about it, with some questioning the sincerity of the Democrats' change in policy. If you guys didn't know what that means, it means that enough people complained and said, well, you're not doing anything about it, congressman, congresswoman, and you're obviously just licking Joe's boots. So we're not going to reelect you this year. Oh no! I care about the border now, guys. I really do. Look, I've got a card. It says I care about the border. That's what's happening, guys. That's what's happening. Let's see here. Then fear mongering. They might lose the elections in November over chaos at the U.S. southern border. Democrats are now devising a robust immigration strategy following Republican opposition to a bipartisan border security bill. So, what does that statement mean? It means, good morning, Deborah. Good to see you. Let's see. You're trying to get into meal prep? As you should, young man. As you should. Let's see here. What does what I just said mean? It means that the most perfect, powerful border security bill ever made that the Republicans didn't want. Yeah. They're going to take out all the crap that the Dems tried to throw into it and shrink it down a bit, and then they're going to say, we agree to this. So that's what's going to happen. There's a couple of notes on this one. Actually, 4 of them as the article got larger was key officials and Democratic leaders are discussing plans including potential executive actions by Biden to address the issue months to the election. So they're thinking about that statement is, oh, well, we're going to ignore it until we start to get close. And it looks like we're doing really bad, which they are already, actually. I'm going to adjust this camera just a hair. I'm a little bit of a, there we go. And then we're going to do an executive order. And you know what? We're just going to take the ones Trump had, and we're going to be like, just throw them all into one order and take his name off everything and put my name on it and copy paste, and I'll sign it. And, the problem's fixed. And here's the thing, guys. So if for some reason he does that and those executive orders don't work, then their line will be, well, we tried to do what Trump did, but it didn't work, so it must not be any good. Expect that one. Expect that one. Wendell Licker says, Senate bill, this House bill that I'm sick of the government billing us every chance they can. I gotcha. All right, so there's another note here. Report says that the aim is to unify Democrats ahead of the November elections, where they hope to regain control of Congress and the White House. Yeah, that's not going to work. I don't even have to expand that. It's just not going to work. Let's see. Sounds like it's going to rain. Got a real dark edge. Okay. Is that a word? Thundered? All right, let's see here. Note, Senate Democrats may push for various legislation, possibly parts of the bipartisan deal, through unanimous consent, despite potential Republican objections. Yeah, they thought about trying the unanimous consent thing, but it doesn't work. They just don't have the votes for it. Let's see here. The aim is not to pass any legislation, but to force votes and blame Republicans who vote no and use their votes against them in November. Whoa, there we go. This stand sucks. Absolutely sucks. But like I said, it's all about the blame game with these people, and when they try to do something and it doesn't work, it must be someone else's fault and not theirs. It's just not possible that it's their fault. All right, so let's see here. Looks like we've got 19 people in here. Do me a favor, guys. If you haven't hit that thumbs up button, do it now. It does help the channel. Wendell Licker says, Democrats, Republicans, same team, just not our team. Big club we're not in. Yes, George Carlin was absolutely right. I'm still a holdout that I believe that we can do some good things. I believe that there are some people on both sides that can actually get together and really fix things. Listen, man, when you figure out you're on the wrong team, you find out why, and then if you can't fix why, then you switch teams. And that's what always happens when we come to this crisis point. They like to call it the constitutional crisis. Whenever we come to these crisis points, that's what they do. They switch teams. When's the last time we heard about the guy from West Virginia? You know, the Democrat who voted with Republicans in the Senate. You know, he went like they got something on this guy. You know, I mean, I hate to say it, but the only way we're actually going to fix this problem is if we put people in who don't care if someone is going to be like threaten their family. You know, just get buy-in with your family. Tell them we've got to fix this. And wherever the cards fall, that's where they fall. That's where they fall. And nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to hear that. You know, nobody wants to hear the phone call that says that, you know, they found, you know, kitty porn on your son's computer, and you know what I'm saying? When you know that's not true. But yeah, because they can do that anytime they want to. You know, nobody wants to hear about how your daughter got pulled over for a parking you know, for speeding, and they found, you know, a kilo of cocaine in her trunk, because you know it's not true. But these are the kind of things that we're dealing with. We're very much, you know, and it's funny too, because I say it all the time. We are Rome, guys. If you didn't listen to that thing that I did with Dan from Survival Preparedness, you know, or the Survivalist Prepper, I always get those two mixed up. Then you really need to go back, because there are so many similarities between what is happening, and it will. You're like, well, that doesn't matter, and that's where you would be wrong, because you have to know where you came from in order to fix the problems of today. Otherwise, you're just going to keep making the same ones. Yes, Kentucky. Dale, that's right, not Dan. Thank you for squaring me away. You're becoming quite the thorn in my side, young man. Let's see here. We might have to start blackmailing politicians. Oh no, we would never do that. Okay, so let's see here. Before we move on to the next segment, guys, if you have not seen the free giveaway, this is the Gordon Survival Kit. You can actually buy this. It looks like it is. Is this reversed on your side, guys? I'm kind of curious if this is reversed on your side. Let me know in the chat. This is a nifty little survival kit. I'm giving it away for absolutely free. The way you win it is if you are a member of the chat. I'm sorry, if you are a member. I'm not opening this. This is good because it was kind of a pain in the butt. Let's see here. You have to find the video. When I finish this upload, I will go back and update it. Where you? I mean, I don't know what that means. Let's see here. It's not reversed. Thank you. But anyway, so free kit. It's a $30 value. It's got lots of good stuff in it. Go back, watch the video, make sure that you are subscribed, and that you type the word survival in the chat or in the comments. I think it's the 20th or 21st. The drawing will go. Let's see here. Hearth of the Hampton Clan. Been a while. Hello, LocalPrepper. Hey, how you doing? Your name is familiar. I think you're one of those lurkers, but I think I do remember your name. But anyway, so go check it out. It's absolutely free. Watch the video, see what's inside of it. Type survival in the comments, and make sure you're a member or you're a follower, and you will be activated and available to win it. All right, let's see here. Widow Liquor says, James was just have to make sure our blackmail is greater than the blackmail that's already on all the politicians. Gotcha. What video didn't catch what you said? If you go 2 or 3 videos back, there's the thumbnail is me, but you can't see the name on it. That's the video. It tells me you're not watching my videos, young man. That's strike one. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to move on to the next subject. Maxine Waters conspiracy, right wing in the hills, guys. If you didn't hear about this, I believe it. So this weekend, Maxine Waters went on a whirlwind tour on all of the MSNB, whatever's the ABCs, all the alphabet TV stations, and said some really stupid stuff. So Maxine Waters, a Democrat representative, has stirred controversy with her unfounded claims that right-wing organizers are training in the hills. preparing for a coordinated attack if President Trump loses the presidency. Waters has called on the Justice Department and the Biden administration to investigate these alleged threats. Despite the absence of any credible information to support her assertions, this incident has sparked a debate about the responsibility of public figures to base their statements on facts and evidence and the potential consequences of spreading unfounded conspiracy theories. Wow. Let's see here. Grumpy Acre says, imagine this. She's the cream of the crop in her district. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Doggaball says, then I missed the memo on when or where to meet in the hills. I know, right? This is the nutbag stuff. It's like, I think the person that they hired to keep the president's mouth shut used to work for Maxine Waters, and now she needs somebody to come back and keep her mouth shut. Let's see here. Just in, Representative Maxine Waters launches new conspiracy theory that Trump supporters are training in the hills for a coordinated attack. Waters also called the DOJ to investigate and made this made-up threat. Quote, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to ask the Justice Department and I'm going to ask the president to tell us what they're going to do to protect this country against violence if he loses, end quote. Quote, I want to know about all those right-wing organizations that he's connected with who are training up in the hills. Oh, there it is, first one. Oh, excuse me. Who are training up in the hills somewhere and targeting, what communities they're going to attack. Wait, I thought that they were going to attack government, and now they're attacking communities. And yeah, Maxine Waters, you are a nutbag. I think they roll specific people out to say these things because they know that they're not credible, so people wouldn't take them seriously. But there's a sect in the blue tie voters that are just crazy enough to believe and regurgitate this junk. So I think that's what this is. I think that's what this is. Let's see here. Maxine is a black Nancy Pelosi. Absolutely. Grumpy says, there has been an uptick media talk about militia. It must be the time of the year. Should we look for another OKC or Waco? I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure. People are still very quiet about everything that they do. And the militias that are out there actually are out in the open. In fact, what was it? Last month, there was a guy that I wouldn't say he infiltrated, but became a member of an open militia here in Virginia. And he started saying really stupid things and then started doing really stupid things. So they told him, go away. And then mysteriously, he tried to fake his own death. And then when they check his background, he does have a criminal record. He's got some federal issues, and now the federal government has him. So, and then obviously silence. So either the federal government has him and they did the right thing, or he was one of them. And they're just being made to poof, disappear. All right, let's see here. False flag inbound, Doug. Yeah, that's a possibility, Doug. That is a possibility. They're always testing the waters to see what people will be mad about, to probe. For lack of better words, they're always probing the lines. All right, so before we get into this next segment, guys, I want to talk to you about Jace Medical. That's right. Jace is one of my affiliate ships. Boom, Jace case. Medication. Guys, listen, if you don't have a Jace case, you are not fully prepared for the things that are going to be going down or could be going down or life in general. This case has saved me hundreds of dollars in doctor visits. Not a joke. Saved my cat, girlfriend problems, or should I say lady problems? You guys have seen me talk about this 100 freaking times. So if you don't have a Jace case, get your ass in there. Go to localprepper.net, find my trusted products, and you'll see where there's like a coupon code where you can save. I think it's 10%. I honestly can't remember. but it's an unbelievable deal. Also, remember that Jace is one of the sponsors of Prep Stock. That's right. They'll be giving away 2 of these cases. We're going to be giving you a magic ticket, and it's going to have a special code on it. And you're going to go in, you're going to beep, 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 and order yourself a Jace case for free. So I thought you didn't like Jace Medical. Kentucky Goatman, why would you even say that? I've been a sponsor with them for over 2 years. That doesn't... Come here, son. Come here. Listen. Why don't you do us all a favor? Just going to be a nice guy. Take a little advice from the old guy here. Before you type, think. Love you, man. All right, let's see here. All right, so last thing. Russia's nuclear stance on F-16s in Ukraine. Let's see. Russia has declared that it will receive F-16 aircraft in Ukraine as carriers of nuclear weapons, regardless of their modification. That's a pretty stupid statement, to be honest with you. This comes amidst discussion about the potential deployment of American-made ground-based INF missiles in Ukraine, which actually did happen. Russia has reserved the right to react in a mirror way to such deployments, escalating tensions in the ongoing conflict. This announcement has sparked a variety of reactions online, with some users humorlessly suggesting that there's no point in not providing Ukraine with nuclear weapons, since Russia will act as if they already have them. Now, guys, here's what this really is. I talked about this and a couple other things. Hey, what's up, Jelly Bean? Good to see you. Good to see you. We keep hearing about how Ukraine get this, Ukraine give them that, Ukraine give them this, Ukraine we need this, we need that. It's always an escalation. It's called an arms race, and we have not seen it since the Cold War in the 80s. My bomber can fly a bit further. My bomber can carry more bombs. You know, my bomber can evade aircraft. You know, our missiles can never be seen. You remember how a couple years back, hypersonic missiles, and you know, it's like they can't be stopped. It's an arms race, okay? But you didn't like them anymore. Maybe it was somebody. Yes, absolutely, it was. It was a different company. I've been with Jace for over 2 years. Okay, so this is something that's going to continue to happen. Right now, Jesus, I can't remember the name of the country that's giving them F-16s. They're actually in the country, flying the F-16s, training in the country to fly them. And then they're going to fly them back to Ukraine and start using them. And there's this constant worry that they're going to be used for nuclear weapons. Well, this is ridiculous, guys. This is a simple arms race that will escalate to more worse things, but it will never escalate to nuclear weapons owned by the Ukrainians. And there's a very simple reason for this, guys. If you don't know anything about the history of Ukraine, they used to have nuclear weapons, and they gave them up because the United States and NATO said, oh, you don't need those? Come on, guys, you don't need those things. We'll protect you. If you give them up, we promise to protect you. How's that working out? So, they don't have nuclear weapons, and people aren't just going to be like, hey, there you go, Denmark. Thank you, Grumpy. Appreciate it. I'm not concerned about nuclear weapons in the hands of the Ukrainians because I just don't think that would be something they would ever do. They're perfectly happy with the drones that they're either producing or buying from other countries. They're long-range drones. They are having effect. They flew one all the way to the damn Kremlin, showing what they could do. They are a thorn in Russia's side. Now, militarily, they're never going to win. They're never going to win, but they can drag this thing out freaking forever. They can drag this thing out for a long damn time. If you guys want to worry about a war with the U.S., I would worry more about U.S. Marines at the end of a bridge or at the end of a pier on the coast of Gaza. That's what I would worry more about. Okay, so that's something that's never in the news. So Let's see here. Too evil to hope. Good. Welcome to the channel. This is my favorite prepper stream. Which kind jalapenos do you have today? I'm not sure the question you're asking me. You're a little trollish, but I still love you. You know, everybody gets a fair shot. The only rule is don't be a dick or you're gone. Let's see here. But I do recognize your name. So let's see here. James says, don't ever trust a politician. No, never. Never trust a politician. Okay, guys, looks like we have 24 viewers and only 15 thumbs up. Do me a favor, ka-cha! Hit that thumbs up for me. It draws a few more people in here. We are moving towards the end of the screen. For those of you that just showed up, do me a favor, make sure you go find my video on this box right here. It's a free giveaway. It's a $30 survival kit. No affiliate ship implied. It's free. We're gonna the drawing goes on the 20th or the 21st, and let's see. I think that's really going to be about it. Last thing I'll tell you guys about, if you have not signed up for Prep Stock, you definitely need to do it. Guys, I think there was only 2 camping spots left like 2 or 3 days ago. I'm not sure. If not, you'll have to drive in from another camp spot or a hotel or something like that. Maybe you have a day pass. I don't know. But definitely go to prepstock.net, prepstock.net, and get your tickets. Sign up. Be there. What's up, Billy King? Guy, I'm getting ready to... I hate when people pop in here when I'm getting really... It's like, hi, guys. See you later, man. But I do appreciate you guys. Make sure you hit that thumbs up bar. And if you're not subscribed, go ahead and do that now. I'm going to try and come on much earlier tomorrow. We will see what happens. How is Southern Tier doing with TikTok police today? Deborah, I have no idea. It was YouTube who took 300 of our followers in one day. We were trying to get it back up to over 1,000. I think I got about 50 yesterday for her before I basically had to shut the feed down. And then let's see. Then there was I think we're up to 861. So if you guys have not looked at Southern Tier Prepper yet, go ahead and look over there and make sure you subscribe and hit our notifications bells. All right, that's going to be about it, guys. I shall see you tomorrow, hopefully. Stay safe. Have a great day, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye-bye.